Сега хора съм CrazyFirePie. Ние ще продължим с Fallout 4. Само набързо туско прави там.
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Тихо. Ще на епизод тук стане едно много голямо меле. Защото предупредих The Brotherhood. Тихо, че ще пръсна главата. The Brotherhood и имах също така мисия с един институт, а те двете май се мразиха. И стана доста голям меле. Но както и да е, ние продължаваме с... Някъде го взима. Ние продължаваме с Fallout 4. Оп, бърках. Само набързо да видя къде точно трябва да ходя, каква ми е мисията. Speak with the father in the ruins of Sid. Добре, явно трябва да говоря с сина си. Нали? Не, всъщност, той е отвънка. Добре, тук ще моля да направя fast travel. Добре, явно трябва да излезем от тук, за да можем да направим fast travel. Тук може да удържа клипа, за да не става прекалено дълъг. И общо ще се видим, когато пристигна на мястото. И сега казвам чао! Добре, мисля, че трябва да влезем тук, за да говорим с сина си.
Movement detected.
Wait, what?
Is someone present?
Fuck. Добре, с помпата не мога да направя кой знае колко неща, за това ще трябва да я сменя. Само че все още не съм сигурен с кои. Може би с това. Защо ме нападате? Ако може да попитам. Да, не знам, нагоре ли трябва да се кача? О, чит, граната! Вече честно казвам, не знам дали нагоре трябва да се качвам или някъде насам. Но мисля, че нагоре. Някой ме иска да опитай сега оръжието ми, а? Добре, беше всъщност доста... Ще трябва да се бия с някои босове, както винаги. И стане пълна анархия. Но този път се оказа доста лесно. Така сега... Сине! О, така. Само бързо. Добре, не мога да ограбя собствения си син.
Son.
You know, in all my years, I've never set foot outside the Institute. Not once. Since the day they brought me here. I've never had a reason. But now, this just confirms the truth I've always known. The Commonwealth is dead. There's no future.
Що бе, има
The only
няколко...
hope for humanity lies below.
Има няколко живи хора.
It's not so bad, really. People manage.
Perhaps,
Добре.
but at a cost.
Как съм направил да си гледам гърба?
Standing here,
Така е по-добре.
I'm reminded of how fortunate I am that I was spared a life in this wasteland. I know that to you I was kidnapped from that vault. In truth, the Institute rescued me. Both of us, really.
Как така двамата?
Why refreeze me?
As a failsafe, of course. I was the perfect candidate. An infant with uncorrupted DNA. But if something were to go wrong, if I died, well, the Institute realized a contingency plan was prudent. Another source of pre-war DNA, preferably related to their primary subject. It only made sense that my parents should fill that role. So you were kept alive and safe within the vault. I'll admit, when I had you released from Vault 111. I had no expectations that you'd survive out here in all this. To not only do so, but manage to find me. To infiltrate the Institute itself. Extraordinary.
So it was you. You let me out.
Yes. It was my decision. Certainly it was no longer necessary to keep you suspended. Well, I suppose I wanted to see what would happen. An experiment of sorts. I had no idea what kind of man you were, you see. Would the Commonwealth corrupt you, as it has everything else? Would you even survive? Perhaps most curious to me, would you, after all this time, attempt to find me? And now I know the answer.
Well, here I am. Was it worth it?
I believe so. There are greater things to come after your success at Bunker Hill. The synths have been safely returned and will be repurposed. Thank you for your work. I hope you weren't at too much risk.
There's always a risk. It was worth it.
I'm glad you see it that way. The railroad remains an annoyance, of course. But they'll be dealt with as necessary. And you, well, you've passed the test, as they say. You have done well. Please, take this as a token of my appreciation. Our appreciation, really.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
time for you to become more involved in the future of the Institute. I'd like you to join me inside.
И за мога да дигна
The
левел.
Directorate is meeting, and you should be there. I'll be waiting. I've seen
Добре. О, всъщност добре успях да... Яша! Кой ме стреля? О, не, то всъщност се е телепортирал. Добре, само набързо. Искам да си избера нещо така интересно тук. Така, да видим. Това не можем да го дигнем. Това не можем. Това можем, но... Честно казвам, не използвам автоматични оръжия. О, супер. Също, това мисля, че е най-полезно, защото с него мога да нося много по-тежки неща. Добре, не знам защо винаги като сейф лагва леко. Така, атент, дирико... Добре, нямам проблем да отида, но... О, добре, значи трябва да отидем в The Institute. Yes. Естествено отново зареждаш екран, няма проблем. Добър ден на всички!
It must make you proud to see all your father has done.
Май, искате май всички салава здравя. Искахте ли е сала хабара? Искаш ли?
I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
Добре, само че не съм сигурен. Къде трябва да отида? Добре, някъде тук трябва да е на тази повърхност, така да кажа, в смисъл. Не трябва да е нагоре някъде, понеже ако се кача нагоре, би трябвало да ми изпише стрелка надолу, в смисъл, че е надолу, но нека сега ще да пробвам.
We are honored to welcome you here.
Добре, всъщност е нагоре, по принцип ми показваше кога е нагоре, кога е надолу, не знам защо не ми показва па. Не знам защо не ми показва сега. Може нагоре ли? То Толкова. Добър ден.
Good, we're all here.
Може ли
I
да
think
седна
it's
някъде?
time we begin.
О,
Sir,
всъщност, о, добре.
excuse me, but what exactly is he doing here?
I will address that issue.
Искаш да гръмна?
There are other subjects that require our attention first. The level of unrest in the Commonwealth continues to rise, as we're all aware. Your report.
All Institute facilities remain completely secure with the exception of one notable breach. Otherwise, internally, things are as tight as they've ever been. Dr. Ayo has been keeping an eye on things topside.
Yes, watchers show no additional threats beyond those previously identified. Boston International Airport remains occupied, with Brotherhood presence noted at several other points throughout the Commonwealth.
Само бързо.
Intelligence suggests that this railroad continues to operate and is becoming more ambitious. SRB agents are monitoring all known situations, sir.
Very good, thank you. It's clear that our safety needs to be the primary concern going forward. To that end, where are we on Phase 3?
Sir, are you sure this is the time to be discussing it? Given, well, considering all parties present?
Ah, yes, that's true. Have you heard anything about Phase 3?
Често не знам какво ми вчера, нека да снимки.
Of course.
Really? Well, there's no shame in being out of the loop, as it were. The project has been classified for quite a long time. Power is, as I'm sure you've seen above ground, a very valuable commodity. I'm not talking about some abstract concept of control. I mean real, tangible power. The kind that keeps the lights on. With every advance the Institute makes, our need for raw power increases. Many compromises and sacrifices have been made over the years to allow progress to continue.
In this world, I'm sure compromise is necessary.
Quite right. For far too long, we've been dependent on others. On our surroundings, that time is over. Phase 3 is simply the activation of a nuclear reactor that can provide enough power to the Institute now and forever. It will ensure not just our survival, but our prosperity.
Can you tell me more about this reactor?
Certainly. It was originally built for the Commonwealth Institute of Technology before the war, but was only for testing. Over the years, we've advanced the technology, made a great many improvements, and are finally nearly ready to activate it. The reactor is close to ready, but recent tests have determined we have a few tasks ahead of us. Thus, we come to Phase 3, and to how you will help.
Sir,
Yes, Dr. Ayo. Previously, we would rely on Kellogg for above-ground operations, yes? Well, he is gone. While I'm not overly fond of putting my own father in harm's way, he has proven more than capable of handling himself.
yes, but
This is not a matter for debate. Now, there is one more subject that requires discussion.
I don't know that this is the time.
Dr. Holdren, it is time. Please, as I'm sure several of you are already aware, I have been under Dr. Volkert's care for some time. I'm sorry, this is difficult for me. Our best efforts have failed. Every experimental treatment we could devise has been unsuccessful. I'm sorry to say I am dying.
What?
Can't be
Please,
serious.
everyone, please, I am sorry.
Но сега ще изброня.
This is not how I wanted to tell you, but we're running out of time.
There must be something we can do to help you.
The only thing that matters now is continuing the Institute's work. It will be all right. I assure you, we can talk more later. Right now, the future of the Institute is at stake. The Institute cannot survive without leadership. The Directorate must continue to govern with the best interest of all in mind. To that end, I am naming my father as my successor.
Oh, boy.
you can't be serious!
Really?
Seems a poor choice.
How can you possibly justify this? He isn't one of us. He isn't even a scientist.
Ignoring your borderline insubordinate tone, I will simply say this. The Institute has enough scientists. What it needs is a leader. I believe my father has already proven himself more than capable in that regard. This will conclude this meeting. Thank you.
Добре, вече съм ви шеф, тъй че марш! Марш! Казах... О! Марш, веднага. Точно така изнесвайте се. Абе, ти ко чакаш, ма? Бързо. Бързо. Ти сериозно ли? Сериозно ли? Добре, стой си там.
Let your surroundings be a reminder of what science and willpower can accomplish.
I had no idea.
I know this is... well, it's a lot to take in at once. I'm sorry, Father. I hope it wasn't too presumptuous of me to put you in charge without even asking first.
I can do the job.
Of course you can. That's why I made the decision. There's no question that some of the Directorate and the Institute at large will need reassurances about your appointment. That's why I'd like you to take charge of this latest operation. Dr. Fillmore can fill you in on the details. There are hard decisions ahead for all of us, but for you especially. I know that you'll do the right thing.
Така. Добре, хора, това беше всичко за сега. Уи. Но тук ще трябва да сложа край на клипа. Надявам се да ви е харесал, ако е така се абонирайте, харесайте клипа, ще ударя. Както харесайте клипа, абонирайте се, пишете долу в коментарите вие какво сте отговорили и така нататък. И това беше всичко за сега. Чао!